Hello and welcome to Nick's Allotment Diary.
It's now time to get the sunflowers into the ground. They've been in large pots now for just about a month, so they've put on quite a lot of growth and they're definitely ready to go out. I've prepared this trench, which is about a spade's depth, and what I'm planning to do now is to put some well-rotted compost along the base of it. The next stage to add some extra nutrition into the soil is to use this 6X pelleted chicken manure. I've used this quite a lot around the allotment. It does add extra nutrition into the soil and should help the sunflowers grow really well. I'll just lightly fork this into the soil now so it's all mixed up. So that should make a great planting base now for the sunflowers. So here are the sunflower plants. As you can see, they're pretty tall in their buckets. I estimate about 3 feet tall, just about a metre maybe. I've got 5 here. They're different varieties. I've got Titan, American Giant and Russian Giant. So I should have a reasonable selection of sunflowers. So now I'll show you me planting them. So this first one is a Titan sunflower. I've just loosened the bucket from around the roots because the root ball's a bit damp, and as you can see, it's got a really decent root system, so that should stand it in good stead for getting off really quickly in the soil. And for added insurance, what I plan to use is some of this Q4 mycorrhizal fungi, just a little dusting over the roots, and that should allow the roots to establish quickly into the soil. So I've just added some mycorrhizal fungi to this tray just to make it easier for me to powder the roots, and I just take the label out for now. All I need to do is just dust a little bit around the roots, and that should allow the roots to establish pretty quickly. So I plant my sunflowers probably about a foot to 18 inches apart, which is about 30 to 45 centimeters. They're already staked. I'm using these short stakes at the moment, but I'm going to replace them with taller ones. And this year I'm using the Velcro fastener to fasten them to the cane. Last year I tried wire, plastic coated wire, and it dug into the sunflower and one of them cut off. So I've learnt my lesson, and this stuff, as the sunflower grows, if it gets too large, it'll just separate the Velcro and detach itself. So I'll now continue with the rest of the other 4 sunflowers that I plan to put in this row. So this next one is American Giant. Like I said, I'll place it about a foot to 18 inches apart. So there we have our 5 sunflowers in their final position. We have a Titan, American Giant, Russian Giant, American Giant and Titan. So 5 sunflowers in all, and all I need to do now is fill in the soil around them. So just push the soil around the root ball. Get it all round each side of it. And then I just need to straighten up the sunflower to make sure it's orientated level. And then firm round with my boot. Make sure you firm all round your sunflower because they don't like wind rock, can cause them problems. So best thing to do is give them a good firm with your boot. Just add a bit more soil. So we're up to the level of where they were planted in the bucket. Then make sure they're straight. You don't want them going off a funny angle. And I shall now continue with the rest of them. So here we are, they're all now planted and firmed in. 5 sunflowers. All I need to do is give them a water. Give them a good soak, and they'll need to be kept watered for the next week or so until the roots establish into the soil correctly, and then they should be able to fend for themselves. Talking of sunflowers, this is a self-seeded sunflower that's growing amongst my potatoes. I noticed the seedling a month or so ago, and I thought, well, I might as well leave that growing. As you can see, it's quite a sturdy plant. It's already starting to develop its flower head. Don't think it's going to be particularly tall. Should be interesting to see how it gets along compared to my planted out ones.
Thanks very much for joining me at Nick's Allotment. I'll see you again next time.